What's up, party people? It's your boy, Wiam, and today we're talking about annoying people. Now, I know what that may sound like, and that might sound like me being annoying to people, using annoying as a verb, or generally annoying people and using, that still doesn't help, but like annoying being an adjective. I'm talking about the adjective. If you can see, there's a picture behind me. I'm in a whole new setting. Usually I'm filming right over there at my desk. There's lights behind me, doing whatever. Today I'm in front of my TV, my big ol' boy, big 5 inches. I got these boys above me. I got the flamingo, and the Mitzvah Moose. He lights up, I think. I don't know if he still does. He's supposed to. And as you can see, I kind of put a little thing behind me. We're gonna start with this guy. It's not important. I only have 2, so I'm not gonna change it. I only made 1. It was supposed to say, there was supposed to be words here. It was supposed to say, actually, and I think we all understand why I wanted it that way. Everyone knows them. Everyone knows the actually person. And that's because no matter what you're talking about, they're gonna walk up to you and say, actually, you're wrong. It could be the most random thing too, and usually they have nothing to do with your conversation beforehand. See, because you could just say something along the lines of, I mean, did you know that like Lord of the Rings was shot in Australia? And then they'll come up to you and they'll say, actually, it was shot in New Zealand. And you see, it just gets on your nerves, just a little bit, just enough that you're like, I hate this guy. You're like, I want nothing to do with him ever again, because he's very frustrating. He's not the guy you want to know. Alright, next up, let's talk about lazy people. I'm a lazy person myself. I'll admit it. I'm a very lazy guy. I don't like doing things. I lay in bed a lot. I sit at my desk a lot. I sit right in front of this TV or watching whatever a lot. Yeah, I'm a lazy guy. But I'm specifically talking about lazy people in a workplace. And that's in a school. Well, still hypocritical for me. That's in a school. At a job. Specifically at jobs, really, because I'm lazy at school, and that's mostly because I say, I'm not even getting paid, why does it matter? The problem is, a lot of people take this and they say, I'm only getting paid minimum wage, why should I do more than my minimum work? Well, you're still getting paid. It's better than nothing. And the fact of the matter is, you didn't just get hired to do this one aspect of your job, you got hired to do so much. Now, if you don't know this, I work at a pizza place. Ironic, isn't it? I have this shirt beforehand. But working at a pizza place, that means that there are some people who work inside the store. They make the pizzas, they talk to customers, they work the oven. That's what I do. That's me. Then there's the drivers. Drivers drive. Kinda wild, ain't it? Drivers don't like taking responsibility for their actions. They don't like doing work other than driving. Some of them do. Some of them are fantastic. Most of them don't. Now, granted, everyone's supposed to do things like sweep, mop, clean, like just wipe down tables, clean things, whatever, right? Drivers, insiders, everyone, even managers. Drivers don't like doing that. Drivers like coming back from a run and standing on their phone in the corner for an hour because they don't have a run for the next hour. You see, that's the problem. They get back from a run, dead weight. They're on a run, they're okay, they're useful-ish. They're gone, they're dead. We don't need them anymore because they don't do anything. They leave us to do all the work. They apparently talk shit about us for asking them to help. Talk shit about them for not doing work. It's a whole thing, but it's what should be expected. Anyway, but I mean, like, I'll literally be at work, like cleaning a table and be like, hey, is there any chance that you could, and they have the audacity to kind of seem offended that I would ask for them to help. I'll be on oven doing oven things. I'll be like, hey, can you get this thing out of the walk-in for me? It's for, like, half the time it's for their delivery too. That's the best part. I'm like, well, I could, or I could just stand here. Not my problem. Anyway, okay, next. Annoying person number 3. People who just generally won't shut up. Usually the actuallys fall into this category. Occasionally you can get lazy people in this category. But some people, that's all they've got. They just won't shut up. And by that I mean, they'll be like, you'll be talking about nothing at all, but you can't get a word in. They're talking so much that you can't even like you don't even have the ability to say, yep, okay, cool. Like, no. They won't shut up. They're like talking to you about something random, kind of like I'm doing right now, except physically, there's someone standing where this camera is. There's someone standing where this camera is. And I'm not letting either of them talk. Actually, I would be, because let's be real here, I take a lot of pauses. But some of these people, they don't understand that other people have something to say. That's kind of all I got for that one. That wasn't a very long one, but that's all I got. That's all I can say about that. People with super high level of energy. Some of us have what I like to call calming levels of energy. Some of us have what I like to call not calming levels of energy. I try to act in a not calming way while also, like, it depends on what I'm doing. Sometimes I try to act not calming on here, sometimes I try to act calming. Usually I have a relatively calming personality unless I'm like doing something that excites me. If I'm not calm, I can't be calming, but if I'm very calm, I can be calming. Some people are calm and they're freaking out, and they sound like they're freaking out, sorry. And I don't understand. How can some people be so high energy? I can barely, like, have any energy. Like, I'm exhausted. I want to be a fat guy. How are some people just able to do so much? Like, yeah, I kind of work out. That's something I do, but I don't play sports. I don't jog. I can't do that. I don't care enough to do that. Most of my energy is spent going to my job. I mean the drive there, not actually, like, you know, I'm exhausted. But some people, they can like work 2 jobs and still have a ton of energy. I thought about working 2 jobs and I would just kind of be in bed every moment I'm not at one of those jobs. It's just the way it is. So to me personally, and to people like me, as I've found people like me, find people with super high energy levels very annoying. Have you ever met those people who just like disagreeing with everything you say? Doesn't matter what you're talking about, they just want to disagree with you to disagree with you. Don't you hate those people? Don't they suck? Like, people do it a little bit, and some people do it as a joke, but some people are just like, no matter, like, and it's not just that they disagree with everything you say, it's that they physically have to make you know, and they have to tell you why. They're getting into this category, but without them actually having to be anything near like experts, you know? Actually, they're kind of experts. These people, they just like disagreeing. I've had someone argue with me about what it's like to play the bass. I'll be talking about about playing the bass and what that's like. Right now, of course, like a lot of people, I play the bass by plucking, just like this. There is no sound, I'm not plugged into anything, as you can see. I play it by plucking, right? And I can just do whatever I want, just like this. Playing the bass, that's how I do it. People like to slap. And some people use a pick. I don't have a pick near me. There's one on my desk over there, because I actually have used a pick before. Playing I think it was a Skinner song. A lot of punk songs use it. And I was basically saying exactly what I'm saying right now. I like to pluck, right? Like, I was playing like, whatever. Like, you could just be doing like a solid motion. You could just put your finger right here and suddenly you're only hitting one string, you know? No, you have to use a pick. And I was like, trust me, you don't have to use a pick. Of course, at the time I didn't have a bass on me and I wasn't like showing them that I could pluck, and I still don't have it plugged in, but I didn't have it plugged in then because they didn't have it near me. But they were like, no. And I was like, yeah. Is that these people like to argue with people who know exactly what they're talking about. You're gonna argue with someone who about how to play the bass. Choose someone who doesn't play the bass, right? That guy who, that person, sorry, girl, whatever you are, I don't really know how all of this works anymore, so I can't be specific. That person who identifies as whatever they identify as, who talks about you or someone else behind their backs. Or your backs, I guess, because I said you. Someone who talks about people behind their back, it really sucks. It's not always physically behind their back, because I was one time behind someone who was talking about me and someone else, but like, It was like, that's such a dick move. Like, and I mean, my thing is probably different than some other people's thing. My thing is, if you're gonna make fun of someone or you're gonna talk shit about someone, do it where they can defend themselves. Right? Granted, the internet, not what I mean. I mean, say it to their face.
Some people aren't gonna like that. Some people really don't like doing that type of thing.
It can hurt. I've never been hurt emotionally by it, but I've been like, or at least not because someone was talking about me, but like I heard someone talking about someone I was dating at a time or a friend of mine or whatever, and I was like, ooh.
It's a no-no, right? Because that's a no-no.
So remember, and you know, my explanation for what you should be doing instead is just say it to their face. If you have a problem with someone, tell them. There's nothing better you can do. You shouldn't be talking about them behind their back when they don't have a chance to defend themselves. And granted, that's kind of a dumb thing to say, but like, if you're gonna make fun of someone, let them defend themselves, you know? And if you have a problem with someone and you want to bring it up to them, bring it up to them. Tell them it's a thing. Tell them it's serious. Do whatever you have to do, but don't just talk about them behind their back. Alright, so my last and final annoying person. The guy who chooses to go onto the internet and call out other people for being annoying.
Ironic, isn't it? It's me.
Yeah, okay. So that's a stupid way of putting it, but everyone's an annoying person. You, me, my brother who's probably below me right now, actually he's more over there, but below, second floor, my parents, my friends, everyone I know is annoying to someone.
Granted, when you heard that, being my brother and my parents, you're like, yeah, they're probably just annoying to you, aren't they? Well, they are annoying to me, at times.
But they aren't always. Some of these people, people's usually, like, I'm thinking of, always annoying to me. The lazy guy I know, though, he's not always annoying. Now, is he bothersome most of the time because he's just kind of like lounging around? Yeah, okay, you got me there. But, still love him. Anyway, I don't know where to go with this. We're all annoying people, especially people like people like me are annoying, but at the same token, you have this wild advantage over the fact that there's a little, which direction will it be? It'll be like up here. There's like a little X up there, or like a little thing down here. I think it's down here, or it's down here. I'm really not sure. Hang on, let me think. Down here. And you can just click that. Suddenly I'm smaller. And then you can click the home button, which is up there. Suddenly you're on the YouTube homepage. Or you can click the little X all the way up there. Just close out of it altogether. It's fantastic. You can tap your space bar or the little pause button, and I'm done talking. That's the beauty of what I'm doing.
If I called anyone out, I do apologize, but at the same token, though, these are like a lot of personal to me. This is what I find annoying.
I find a lot of things annoying. I don't like people. I'm not a people person. I'm a very, what's the word? I'm a very introverted person. I kind of choose certain people, and they're my people. They're the ones I want to spend my time with.
If you're not one of those people I've chosen, I do get annoyed with you I can get annoyed with you a lot easier. Now, I have a lot of patience.
A lot of times annoyance stays at that, annoyance. It doesn't turn to anger until really a lot happens. Someone's gonna comment on this, I'm lying about that bit. And granted, in the past I have lied about, like that would have been a lie. But now I really do try not to.
I try to have fantastic patience, and I don't, but I do my best.
And that's all we can do. No matter how annoying, actually, this lazy guy, the guy who just likes disagreeing with me, whatever else I said, because I'm kind of forgetting right now is to you, you might annoy them. That's just, like, everyone's annoying to someone, and someone is annoyed by someone else. That's just the way of the world. You're annoying to someone. Maybe they're not the ones who are annoying to you, but someone else is annoying to you, that's for sure. None of us aren't annoyed by anyone.
It's not being annoyed by someone isn't like a trait of perfection either.
It's literally just, it's part of what makes us human, is that there's something that bothers us. Alright, so I know this was kind of a weird video. I don't know if you like this kind of idea, I'll get a better picture, or maybe I'll use multiple or whatever next time. This is just, I did this like in 5 minutes right before I started shooting. Because I had this idea like yesterday and of doing the TV here and talking in front of it. And I like having the secondary camera.
Because it just, I don't know, it feels like I can kind of just, in the editing, I can make it feel more free-flowing, whatever, because of that. I'm not scripted.
I didn't write a script today. Usually I write a script. I didn't write a script today. I've only done 2 videos. I've done 3 videos. My trailer, not scripted. The next one, semi-scripted. The skit where I busted down the door, that's really all I remember about it. Totally scripted. This, completely unscripted. It's great. I think I figured out that I wanted actually and laziness, and that was it.
I know it kind of got weird at the end, and I made fun of myself a lot, but I make fun of myself a lot. So yeah.
But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you, if you click through and watch all my other things, there's not that many of them at the moment, but if you do, that would be fantastic. I'd love you for it. I mean, if you're watching this, if you like this, that's incredible.
If you've made it this far, that's dope.
Kudos. Don't forget to like, subscribe.
Hit the bell if you really feel like it, even though I can pretty much tell you I'm only going to release a video once a week if we're lucky.
And, what's the other thing? Right, comment, give me ideas. I'm really, look, I figured this out like, again, 10 minutes before I started filming. That's why it's not scripted. I tried, I couldn't come up with anything, so this is all on the spot. This is all right out of my ass. I like that they pointed it in my head and then said out of my ass.
Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much if you like, comment, subscribe.
Hit the bell, sorry. That wasn't a command, that was a thank you. So bad at this. There should be other videos popping up at some point. Click through on those. Hit the little subscribe button. I already told you to subscribe like thrice now. Thank you.
I love you.
Goodbye.